Aloha, this is Jack subbing in for Chris on Capital SUP's Pro Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about paddle stroke and technique. In today's episode, we'll be covering paddling techniques for beginners and more advanced paddlers. Let's start with the beginner techniques. So we're going to be covering three parts of the beginner stroke today. We have the reach, the pull, and the return. So starting with the reach, you've got your paddle, you need to put it out in front of you, and this is where you set the paddle into the water. You're going to pull, bringing the blade of the paddle towards your feet. Once you get to your feet, you return the paddle to the front position, ready to start another stroke. Many beginner paddlers often struggle with tracking the board in a straight line as they're paddling. The best way to remedy this is to try to keep the shaft of the paddle as vertical or perpendicular to the water as possible while you're paddling. So as you do the three parts of the stroke, you want to try to keep that shaft as straight as you can. So instead of holding the paddle like this where it crosses your body, bring your top hand over so the paddle is straight. For advanced paddlers, there's going to be a few extra steps over the course of the stroke. Now we have the reach, the catch, the pull, release, and return. So with the reach, the difference is instead of just kind of having the paddle out in front of you, what you can do is you can move your top hand back towards your body, and this will extend the blade out further, giving you a longer stroke. When you put the blade in the water and pull it towards you, you want to try to keep your bottom arm straight as you can for the first part of the stroke, and then only start bending it as you get close to the back. You're still going to release by your feet, and then as you release, you're going to feather the blade, return up for another catch and another stroke. Now we're going to go a little more in depth on the feathering aspect of the release. So when you finish the pull phase of the stroke and you get to your feet, as you release the blade, use your top hand to twist the shaft and therefore the blade as you pull the paddle out of the water and bring it back forward. So you want to twist it so the back part of the blade faces outwards as you paddle. Feathering the blade allows for a smoother exit from the water and allows you to cut through the wind as you bring the paddle up for the next stroke. So a pro tip for the reach and the catch phase of the stroke is to use your whole body. So you can rotate your hips to get additional length on the reach, and then you can use your hips to pull the paddle back towards you during the pull phase to get more power. That sums up our paddle tips for today's Pro Tip Tuesday. If you're looking for some more in-depth instruction, consider planning a lesson with one of our certified instructors. You can also feel free to drop your questions down below in the comments. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.